What's up guys, welcome back. I hope you all had a great week. Now in this video I want to do something that's kind of slightly different to the usual motorbikes. For a long time I've wanted a LandRover Defender, and for a long time I've wanted to change the engine in one. So I've got my Defender now. So for some of you who don't know, I drive a 1990 Defender 90. Now I've wanted to put the M57, the BMW M57 into this for a long time. The opportunity has finally come up. A friend of mine at work was selling his E39, a 1999 535D. Now, I've been hounding him for months to sell this car to me, and eventually he came through and said he wanted to buy a new car, and he sold this to me for 300 quid. I mean, right there is my cue to just do this. So let me just show you a little bit about this old M57, like what it's capable of doing. Shift it over into sport. I mean, the only thing that holds this car back is the transmission. Like I said, it's slow, lazy, it's just slow to shift, and it's just not great. But you know, maybe it was great for the time when it come out. But like the way this thing shifts, quite amazing. Like, I mean, it just pulls. Look at this guy beside me. Like, look. He's trying to make a point, like, look at this guy. Oh man, this is I just can't believe this old car can pull like that. If I can get my Defender to pull like this, I'll be a happy man. Sorry, 1 Series, mate. Oh man, but I'm on my way down to the yard now anyways, getting ready to get this engine out. I'm guessing that guy's ego is a little bit hurt right there. His old rusty 1999 E39 just left him behind. Left behind by the E39. It actually really is a pity to break this car down. Like, I mean, it just feels like a nice car. Like, I'd be actually happy driving one of these. I would be happy driving one of these cars. I would be happy to keep this as my daily. You know what, get rid of a little bit of rust. I mean, and you know what? That black smoke issue, a little bit of rust and get rid of the black smoke, and this would be a great car. And I have a feeling that black smoke is not actually because of, you know, oil or, you know, maybe a little bit of oil through the turbo, but I don't have a feeling, I don't get the impression it's through piston rings or anything like that. I get the impression it's more maybe excess fuel. Not excess fuel, but a higher fuel to oxygen ratio, let's say. I mean, maybe we could do with getting a bit more oxygen into the engine, and maybe that's just something as simple as intakes being clogged up. Just, we'll find out when we strip the engine now, don't we? But I have a feeling we can get this engine running perfectly. It fires on the spot. It just doesn't feel like it's worn out, if you know what I mean. There's plenty of life left in it, even though we're at 207,000 miles now. But it's been well looked after. The old 1 Series is still on my tail. When we get this engine teared down, I'm actually going to check all those things, and that is at the point where I'm going to clean out the manifolds as well and get it nice and spruced up from the Defender. But yeah, this thing shifts. Old 1 Series is back. Gonna overtake us, isn't he? There goes the 1 Series. Mate, don't make me shame you again. By the way, guys, do you know anyone who's looking for a E39 M57 rear diff? CVs, prop shafts, you know, wheels, calipers, hubs. I know a guy that might have some coming free soon. Oh. Actually, Papa take a corner as well. Oh man, look at that! If I get the Defender to shift anywhere near this, man, I don't know, stopping that is going to be a problem. That is going to be an issue. Nice old V12 Jaguar in front. That was right before Jaguar kind of started producing rubbish cars, and it took them like what, 10 years before they got back in the scene again. I'm going to start removing a lot of the old panels and kind of stuff that's going to fiddly little bits now, just while this engine is cooling down a bit. Give me a bit of time to, well, I don't want to start pouring hot water and oil all over myself. So I'm here now and I'm going to start tearing this down. Now it's been my first BMW tear down actually, but I'm going to start with removing all the fluids anyways. They're nice and hot, just so they can scald me. Let's disconnect the battery, get all the fluids out. Now we've got low. I'm going to try and see if I can get this off. That's why I removed the exhaust, see if I get some better access in here. So let's see what we can do. Oh, okay. This is going to be a slow one. You get the idea. If you don't know what this is, the downpipe from the turbo, and man, that was hard to get off. I got some serious wrist pump right now. I was hoping I'd be able to just squeeze it by that roll bar. Could take the anti-roll bar off, but you know what? Let's not make any more work than's necessary. If I can get the engine out and then pull that out later, engine and transmission out together, pull that out later, and that's what we'll do. So, let's see what we can do with this. I've got a trolley jack underneath the transmission. It's not to take the weight, because I want the yellow sling to do most of the lifting. The ratchet shock is just going to balance it. The engine is going to be heavier than the transmission, so it's going to want to tip this way. So I tighten the ratchet shock to lift it up and slide it out. The little jack underneath, the trolley jack underneath, is just to make sure, just in case I'm not balanced, that the transmission doesn't slap down and basically burst off the road. So let's see how it goes. Back in the workshop, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. We managed to get the engine out. It's stored in the yard now. It's all wrapped so no water gets into it. Now I'm going to need a bit of time to get all the parts together. I need to get a wiring harness to get this engine to run as a standalone unit. I need to get an adapter plate so I can make this up to the LandRover R380 transmission. And I'm looking at a few of the parts off the top of my head as well. I need to make some brackets that I can mount to the chassis and weld to the chassis as well to accept the BMW engine, which shouldn't be a problem. But hopefully within the next couple of weeks, guys, I managed to put all the parts together, and the next video on this will be getting the engine out of the Defender. So hope you enjoyed, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless and keep it big boy. Also, guys, if you're liking the videos on the channel, don't forget to subscribe. This M57 Defender should be an interesting project. See you next time.